Welcome to Mentally Healthy. We're so glad you're here. Today, we're showcasing our new book, Mentally Healthy, Mind Over Matter, a comprehensive companion guide to mental wellness. Within this book, together, we will discover the secrets to effectively managing stress and anxiety, building strong, healthy relationships, practicing self-care and cultivating resilience, incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your daily life, understanding common mental health conditions and how to manage them, and lastly, seeking professional assistance and locating the appropriate resources for your specific needs. Our book is available in several formats, which includes Kindle and ebook formats, paperback, and hardcover. Pick up your copy today. And now, today's feature.
Let's take a moment to relax and breathe. Today, we're going to learn and explore depression, myths and misconceptions. Today we're diving into a serious topic, depression. It's a pervasive mental health issue that affects millions worldwide. Yet, so much about it is misunderstood or stigmatized. Imagine a person named Sam, a successful engineer, respected and admired. Sam is social, involved in the community, frequently seen jogging or at local events. But when Sam goes home, the smile fades. The world seems gray. Sam feels a persistent sadness that doesn't lift, even on good days. This scenario might seem counterintuitive. Sam is successful, active, social, yet Sam is also depressed. What's going on here? This is yet one of many misconceptions people carry about depression. To really understand, let's dig a little deeper. Join us as we explore depression, myths and misconceptions. If you're ready, let's get started. Myth number 1: people with depression are easy to spot. Let's take a deeper dive into our first myth: people with depression are easy to spot. This is a prevalent myth that needs to be dispelled for a broader understanding of depression. Often, we have an image of a person with depression as someone who is visibly sad, tearful, or unable to function in daily life. But the truth is, depression doesn't always manifest in ways that are immediately noticeable. Depression can affect anyone: the cheerful neighbor next door, the high-achieving student, the successful business person. People with depression often become adept at putting on a brave face. They may continue to go to work, fulfill responsibilities, and even socialize, albeit with a significant internal struggle. The American Psychiatric Association explains that people with high-functioning depression, or dysthymia, can keep up appearances in this way, despite experiencing persistent depressive symptoms. What's more, this facade can make it even harder for them to seek help, as others might dismiss their feelings, assuming they're just going through a rough patch. Imagine an iceberg. What we see above the surface is just a small part of the whole picture. It's the same with depression. What we see, a person functioning in society, is just the tip. Below the surface, there could be a hidden battle with depression. This myth underscores the importance of mental health awareness. Just because a person seems fine outwardly doesn't mean they're not struggling internally. Let's be open and supportive, encouraging conversations about mental health, thus making it easier for those battling depression to seek help. Myth number 2: depression is just being sad. Now, let's explore our second myth: depression is just being sad. This is perhaps one of the most pervasive myths about depression. Let's go back to Sam's story. Yes, Sam feels sadness, but also struggles with feelings of worthlessness, and a lack of motivation or energy. Sam's appetite has changed, and sleep has become restless. Depression is far more than just sadness. According to Mayo Clinic, it's a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, affecting one's thoughts, feelings, behavior, and overall health. Those with depression can experience a range of symptoms including persistent feelings of sadness, anxiety, or emptiness, feelings of hopelessness or pessimism, irritability, and loss of interest in activities they once enjoyed. Think of depression as a black hole. Just as a black hole isn't just a spot in space, depression isn't just a spot of sadness. It pulls in multiple aspects of a person's life, affecting their physical health, mental well-being, and social interactions. We need to understand that depression is a multifaceted condition. It's not something to simply get over. It requires treatment, support, and understanding. Myth number 3: depression will go away on its own. Let's move on to the third myth: depression will go away on its own. This misconception can lead to delay in seeking treatment, making it even more challenging for the person suffering. Consider Sam's story again. Despite the persistent feelings of despair, Sam initially believes it's just a phase, hoping it will pass. But weeks turn into months, and the darkness doesn't lift. Depression isn't like a common cold that resolves with time and rest. It's a serious medical condition. The World Health Organization points out that depression can become a serious health condition and, at its worst, can lead to suicide. Left untreated, depression can last for weeks, months, or even years. It's not a sign of weakness, and one can't simply snap out of it. Think of depression like a shadow. Ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. Instead, with time, it can grow longer and darker. It needs light, in this context, treatment, to dissipate. It's crucial to understand that depression requires active treatment. It often involves psychotherapy, medication, or a combination of both, along with lifestyle modifications. Myth number 4: only adults experience depression. Finally, let's address our last myth: only adults experience depression. This is a misconception that can lead to overlooked or misdiagnosed cases in younger individuals. Consider a new character, Lily, a high school student. She's consistently irritable, has lost interest in her hobbies, and her grades have slipped. Many see her as a typical moody teenager, but Lily is actually struggling with depression. The truth is, depression does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of age. The National Institute of Mental Health reports that an estimated 3.2 million adolescents aged 12 to 17 in the U.S. had at least one major depressive episode. Depression in children and adolescents might look different than in adults. They might seem irritable rather than depressed, or may struggle to articulate their feelings. Imagine depression like a chameleon, able to adapt and blend into different environments. In children and teens, depression might blend in with typical developmental changes or mood swings, making it harder to recognize. Awareness and understanding are key. Recognizing that children and teens can also suffer from depression is essential to providing timely intervention and support. The path forward. As we've seen through debunking these myths, depression is a complex, multifaceted condition, but there are effective ways to manage it. First and foremost, educate yourself about the symptoms. Depression is more than just sadness or a bad day. Persistent feelings of despair, loss of interest in activities, significant changes in appetite or sleep patterns, feelings of worthlessness, and difficulty concentrating are all key indicators. Next, the stigma surrounding mental health often discourages people from sharing their experiences. Foster a supportive environment where discussions about mental health are normalized. This can encourage those suffering from depression to seek help. Don't hesitate to reach out to professionals. Psychotherapists, psychiatrists, and counselors are equipped to diagnose and treat depression. There's no need to navigate this alone. Implement healthy lifestyle habits. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, ample sleep, and mindfulness activities can complement medical treatment and significantly contribute to overall well-being. Finally, seek support from loved ones. Isolation can compound the effects of depression. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or support groups. Their understanding and companionship can provide emotional support and practical help. The path forward is one of understanding, empathy, and action. By debunking myths and misconceptions about depression, we can facilitate better awareness and more compassionate responses to those struggling with this condition. Remember, depression is not a choice or a weakness. It's a medical condition that requires treatment and understanding. Every step taken to understand and address depression, whether in ourselves, a loved one, or a member of our community, helps make our world a more compassionate place. As we move forward, let's carry these truths with us and shine a light on the reality of depression, replacing myths and misconceptions with knowledge and empathy. This concludes our video on depression, myths and misconceptions. Now, we want to turn the spotlight on you, our audience. We want to hear from you, understand your perspectives, and foster a community where we can all learn from each other. We have a few questions to start the conversation, and we welcome your responses in the comments below. How can we, as a society, work towards eliminating the stigma associated with mental health conditions like depression? What other myths about mental health would you like us to address in our future videos? Do you have any personal experiences or stories related to the misconceptions about depression that you're comfortable sharing? We believe sharing can help others feel less alone. Please share with us your experiences in this area. We believe sharing can help others feel less alone. If you or someone you know are experiencing symptoms of depression, please know there is help. Finding a therapist who truly specializes in the treatment of the disorder and understands how to treat it effectively is an important next step. Your friends here at Mentally Healthy support the American Psychological Association for finding a good therapist and ensuring you work with a qualified professional who has background and expertise that will benefit you and your specific needs. We are not affiliated with that organization and receive no special compensation for recommending them. We just recognize the importance of finding qualified professionals to help us when help is needed. Another great resource is also available for those that can take advantage of it. For all our viewers that reside in the United States, a hotline is available to act as an immediate response lifeline center for all suicide and crisis events. Just call or text the number 988, local rates may apply, to immediately be placed in touch with someone you can talk to. If you are a U.S. veteran or military service member, you may text the U.S. Veterans Crisis Line directly at 838-255. Both of these resources will also be placed in the description area of this video. Use these trusted resources as needed.
Well, that's all for today. Thanks so much for joining us at Mentally Healthy. If you've enjoyed our video, please like it, and consider subscribing to our channel, as we have lots of great new content in store for you. Subscribing, liking, and clicking the notification bell keeps you connected to us, and truly helps our channel grow. Here's a few other great videos from our channel you can visit right now. Until next time, stay mentally healthy.